Recording in progress.
Carmelo, you got a lot of vets on this team with a lot of experience now. You've been bringing IT back. A lot of guys having to play a lot of minutes. Just wondering what's that whole thing is like with your experience out there and yet, needing so much from all of you at this point of the season.
I mean, these are things that we, as part of the game, that we can't control. COVID can't control that. Injuries can't control that. And whoever put that uniform on is next man up. So, despite all of that, we still gave ourselves a chance to win tonight on the road. A couple rebounds here down the stretch. We might be looking at a different result, but some things are just out of our control that we can't control.
Just wondered how you'd summarize this trip, and again, a lot of things out of your control, but a tough couple days.
Strange, tough, not knowing who's going to be in, not knowing who's going to be out. Again, those are things that we can't control. So it's next day, next man up. We got to figure this out, but it's not just us, it's everybody. Chicago came up with 2 canceled games. They had a bunch of guys in protocol. It's going around the league. It's going around other leagues. This is reality. This is life. This is stuff that we have to deal with. Not just as basketball players, but as people, society. These are things that we're dealing with right now.
Well, obviously the offensive rebounds at the end really hurt you guys. With AD out for a time, it seems like that's going to be an uphill battle every couple games for next month or so. What do you think you guys can do to address that?
Rebound is not something that you go work on, right? That's effort. That's a will to want to go get the rebound. Tonight down the stretch, we missed 2 big offensive rebounds. Green got 1. I think somebody else got a tip out rebound. Those are things that's on us as players. The coach can't draw nothing up to try to help rebound. Nobody else could go out there and do it for you. We have to go out there and do that. So that was on us as far as offensive rebounds go. That was on us as players.
Well, you scored 20 plus for the first time since about a month. How much of that was the opportunities the game was presenting to you, and how much was that you, as long as others, needed to step up in AD's absence?
I don't think it was part of AD's absence. Just the way the flow of the game was going, the ball was moving, shots was going in tonight. Those are the same shots that I've been taking all season, and I will continue to take those shots. But tonight was just one of those nights. It was going. I don't think it was because AD was out, anything like that. The ball was going in, the ball was moving. We were playing with a different flow, a different rhythm, different pace that we were playing with. But I think that's because of just the situation that we was in. Down players, trying to speed the game up, get to your spots, try to give Chicago a different look tonight.
Two for you. First, to take you back a second, what was it like seeing Isaiah, a guy who's been out of the league for half a season, essentially, a little longer, back to April, to see him come into an opportunity and take advantage of it these past 2 games? I'm sure probably hit you a little differently.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that I can relate to. I know the feeling of believing in yourself and everybody, count you out. I know that. Him standing on what he believed in and believing in his game, believing in his talent, his skill, and what he can do. He was out of a half a season. I was out of damn near the year and a half. So it's still the same mentality that we go through, the same mindset. At times it gets stressful. I'm sure you want to get down on yourself, but as you can see, he was prepared for whatever moment. So I'm just happy he's back in the league, and it just so happened to be with us.
With kind of the way that COVID's hitting this league right now, there are a lot of doors being open. Do you think that there may be more vets, guys that may be out of the league for whatever reason?
I hope so. It's a lot of opportunities right now. I don't know why they're trying to weave the vets out of here. It's just, vets, I think they're still very valuable in our game, in any game, in any sport. So if there's opportunities, for the vets to get back and get on rosters and have a chance to play and suit up again in the NBA, I'm all for that. Because I've seen it and I witnessed it on the other side. Huh?
Wayne, see if he's ready.
Nah, he was ownership seats now. he need to be where he at right now.
Last two, I'll say Jordan Richard, Lonzo, and Bill.
Hey, Melo, just wanted to talk to you about, how the Lakers are getting you the ball in your spots. In the mid-range, you had a nice drop dribble cross in that corner three. And then also just, LeBron in the mid-post, finding you in three-point situations and him being the passer as the five-man.
But I mean, that was a lineup that we felt like we can do that with. But, me or LeBron at the 4-5, defensive tonight. They was playing him one-on-one a lot of times until he got deep in the paint, and that's what he do. That's a major attribute to his game, and he's been doing it his whole career, his whole life of finding that pass and keeping guys honest. He saw Vucevic cheating a little bit and sinking into the paint, and he knows how to make that. He knows how to make those passes. He knows what guys at on the court. He knows where I'm at on the court. So it's just a matter of him making those plays, and he did that tonight.
Carmelo, Rob Schaefer, NBC Sports. DeMar has been one of the best fourth-quarter players in the NBA this season. He's obviously had that reputation for a lot of his career. What do you think it is about him or his game that makes him so effective?
The fact that he utilizes the mid-range. I mean, I know a lot of people want to kind of discredit that part of the game, but I think that's a lost art. I think the mid-range game is a lost art, and DeMar is one of the guys who's mastered that. And at the end of the game, when you got to slow down and you got to run something, and threes are not falling, you got to be able to get to that. And he mastered that, and he mastered his spots on the court, and I think that's why he's very efficient, especially this season, in the fourth quarter, specifically down the stretch. Thank you.